Either. I've taken a little bit of time off. I think I missed last week. I planned to film like every day last week. I had my alarm set. I was waking up. I have been tired. So I'm in today, but it's actually at the end of a full day. We're at closing time. It's like 11:30 right now. I open tomorrow, but I slept all day today and I'm ready to film and I don't want to miss more than a week as of now. Anyway. I'm just gonna take it easy. I've got plenty of time because I'm in at closing time instead of opening. Rink 3 here, we just took ice steps. It looks really good. It's that far corner and this close corner with the threshold are the two that I would want to focus on, but I know that probably over 2 months ago at this point we put a new board brush on this machine and it kind of carved out the boards. So I think I'm gonna start with, do my edging like I usually do. I gotta chip out this threshold something bad. It is not looking great, but do my typical edging, chip it. We just took ice steps, so I'm probably going to only target this corner and that corner in my corner pulls. But then at the end of the night, because I need to get this sealed in and let it freeze overnight, I'm going to slush in my long straightaways where the ice is still kind of carved away from the boards. And then I'm going to hit it with the backpack sprayer to really just freeze it in. But yeah, I'm gonna take it nice and easy and I'll just film all of it and we'll see how I edit it together. So real quick, what I just did, you saw me chip the threshold and then I shut the doors, had the edger out. I did say that I'm targeting the corner with the threshold in it and the one opposite that. However, because I'm going to be slushing in the boards, I want to have a nice clear look at what I've got. So I edged the entire perimeter. Even if I didn't think the rink needed to be edged, if I was going to be slushing in my boards, I would start by doing the lightest possible edge just so that I shave it out a bit and it kind of gives you some contrast to it's shaving here, it's not shaving here, clearly this is where it's dipping off. So now we're going to go into me slushing, but I just kind of wanted to explain I will always do an edge and chip before I start slushing just to clean up my workspace. Alright, this spot's not super bad, but it's enough that I'm going to pack it in. Yeah, my God, I really managed to drop that right onto my camera. It almost got on the lens. Anyway, here I see the powdery snow kind of in here, and so that'll probably just get frozen in by the backpack sprayer when I come back for it, but I just don't like seeing this gap, and it grows as we go this way. When you're only filling in that tiny little spot, a little slush goes a long way on the boards here, which is nice because all the way up to the blue line here, none of it's really that bad, but it's enough that I want to hit it. If I get our paint right. Alright, so I finished slushing. Now I can do my maintenance for the rest of the night. I can still do the dry shaves that I wanted. One thing I need to make sure I don't do is use my board brush. When I come back in the morning, I will edge my now solidified boards and do a resurface, but for the evening I just wanted to pack it in and I ended up doing 6 rounds with the backpack sprayer, just going over the spots that I slushed in for a total of about 3 gallons of water just in the evening. I don't touch it until the morning when it's nice and frozen. Alright, I'm playing a dangerous game. No script here. So, you just saw me finish up. I was spraying the boards, and the next thing that's going to be shown is the corner pulls. And I explained in my intro I was only going to be doing a corner pull in 2 corners, and so here I'm just going to explain to you why. Maybe you already took a sneak peek, but here we have Zone A. That is still, as of January 14th, at 1.8 inches, so that's a little bit high. Our target is 1.25 to 1.5 inches. But Zone B, hey, we hit 1.33. That's looking good. Zone C, 144. I like it. Zone D is the other corner that I said I wanted to target. It's at 151, and I would expect it to not be as bad as the threshold because that's where the Zam is pulling off every time with all that water, and it builds up over time. So this is a little high, but not as high as the adjacent corner. Zone E, a 136, looking good. Zone F, we got it at a 130. And then Zone G for our center ice, I'm comfortable with a 151 average. I'm looking 156 average, but I'm still not super uncomfortable with that. So, as you can see, I just have Zone D at 151 that I could target as a little bit high, and Zone A at 1.8. So, let's get to it. I'm happy to report that one of the camera shots for one of the corner pulls is good. Hee hee. And here we jump to the morning where I picked up where I left off. I have now sprayed 3 gallons of water into the slushed in boards and let it sit for the evening. It is time to edge it, and I can tell you it looked and still looks great. Anyway, yeah, we're back in the morning. You're gonna see this, and you're gonna see a nice little figure 8. And then I'll probably interrupt one more time, because before I show you the final cut vid, I did get ice depths after my targeted maintenance, and it made me really happy, so I'm going to show you my averages one more time. Yeah, I don't want to give you too much time to peek. Let's jump right into it. Zone A down to a 158. Look at that. Zone B, 124. Zone C, 134. Zone D, 120. So remember, Zone D is the other... down here. Man, that's so poorly framed. But Zone D is the other corner we were focusing. Zone E, 125. Zone F, 125. And Zone G, 134. I am so pleased with these depths, I tell you what. Now enjoy this side-by-side view that I have of what the lines looked like on the first day of filming with my extensive ice depth tracking versus this day. It's delightful.